Hey there, future web developers. Ever wondered how those amazing web apps like Instagram, Netflix, or even your favorite to-do list are created? Well, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll show you the essential steps to make your very own web app from scratch. Whether you're a beginner or someone looking to refine your skills, I've got you covered. We'll break down each step, from planning your app's features to deploying it for the world to see. So, grab your favorite drink, fire up your laptops, and let's dive in. Leads to a successful build. Okay, now it's time to get our hands dirty and set up our development environment. This is the foundation of all your coding projects, so it's crucial to get it right. Don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. With a few of our app, it's powerful and efficient. NPM, Node Package Manager, is like a giant library of pre-written code that you can easily add to your project. It saves you a lot of time and effort. Think of it like ordering takeout instead of cooking everything from scratch. You get to focus on the unique parts of your project. Installing these is usually a breeze. The installation process is straightforward and well documented. Just head to their official websites and download the versions for your operating system. Follow the instructions and you'll be set up in no time. Once you've got them installed, you're good to go. You're now ready to dive into coding and bring your ideas to life. Now for the fun part, building the front end. This is what your users will see and interact with, so it's all about creating a smooth and visually appealing experience. We'll be using 3 core technologies: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Think of them as the ingredients for our web app cake. HTML provides the structure, CSS adds the styling, and JavaScript brings it all to life with interactivity. Let's start with HTML. We'll create the basic elements of our task manager, like a text input field for adding tasks, a button to submit them, and a list to display all the tasks. It'll look pretty basic at first, but we'll spice it up with CSS later. Speaking of CSS, this is where you unleash your inner designer. We'll add colors, fonts, layouts, and make our app visually appealing. You can either write CSS from scratch or use a framework like Bootstrap or Tailwind CSS to speed things up. Don't worry too much about making it perfect at this stage. The key is to get the basic structure and styling in place. We can always tweak and refine it later. Remember, web development is all about iteration. Alright, our app looks pretty, but it's still just a static page. It doesn't do anything yet, and that's where JavaScript comes in. Time to inject some life into it with JavaScript. This powerful language will allow us to add interactivity and make our app responsive to user actions. This is where we'll handle user interactions and make our app dynamic. By responding to user inputs, we can create a more engaging experience. Remember that button we added to submit new tasks? It's time to make it functional. We'll use JavaScript to listen for a click event on that button. This means our app will know when the button is clicked and can respond accordingly. When a user clicks it, we'll grab the text they entered in the input field and add it to our task list. This way users can see their tasks immediately. This is where the Document Object Model, or DOM, comes in. The DOM is crucial for manipulating the structure of our web page. The DOM is basically a representation of your HTML structure that JavaScript can interact with. It allows us to dynamically change the content and structure of our web pages. We'll use it to manipulate elements on the page, like adding new list items, updating text content, and more. This makes our app more interactive and user-friendly. JavaScript also lets us handle things like form validations, ensuring that users provide the correct information before submitting, making sure users enter valid data, which is essential for maintaining data integrity and providing a good user experience, and AJAX requests, which allow us to communicate with our backend server without refreshing the page. This makes our app feel faster and more responsive. It's incredibly powerful and opens up a world of possibilities. With JavaScript, the potential for creating dynamic and interactive web applications is limitless. As you get more comfortable with JavaScript, you'll find yourself able to build more complex and sophisticated applications. You can explore libraries and frameworks like React, Vue, or Angular, which make building complex user interfaces much more manageable and efficient. These tools provide powerful abstractions and components that simplify the development process. But for now, let's focus on the fundamentals. Mastering the basics of JavaScript will give you a strong foundation to build upon. Chapter 5. Step 5. Build the backend. Okay, it's time to dive into the backend, the behind-the-scenes engine that powers our web app. This is where we'll handle things like storing data, processing requests, and managing the logic that drives our app. For this project, we'll be using Express.js, a popular and lightweight Node.js framework. Express.js makes it super easy to set up a server and define routes, which are basically endpoints that handle different types of requests. Think of it like this. When a user adds a new task, their browser sends a request to a specific route on our server. The server then processes this request, saves the new task to our database, and sends back a response confirming that everything worked correctly. Speaking of databases, we have a few options here. For simplicity, we can start with a simple JSON file to store our tasks. As our app grows, we can upgrade to more robust databases like MongoDB or PostgreSQL. Building a backend can seem daunting at first, but Express.js makes it surprisingly approachable. It provides a clear structure and helpful tools for handling requests, managing data, and more. Our future selves to understand how it works. What you do best. Building awesome web apps. Outro, you did it! Now what? So there you have it, a crash course in building web apps from scratch. We've covered a lot of ground, from planning and designing to coding and deploying. Remember, this is just the beginning. There's always more to learn, new technologies to explore, and more complex apps to build. The key is to keep practicing, experimenting, and building. Don't be afraid to break things, try new things, and challenge yourself. The more you build, the better you'll become. And who knows, maybe your next project will be the next big thing. Until next time, keep creating.